Hey everybody, it's Tammy Espatia from Unbreak Your Life, where the broken pieces of your life can become a beautiful mosaic. It's been a while since I have been available and in contact with you guys. I have gone through lots and lots of changes in my life lately. All of them not so good. Most of them were good. But I wanted to talk to you guys about changes because changes happen and are inevitable in all of our lives at some point in time in our lives. And what I have been dealing with in the past 6 months has caused me to really reflect on how changes happen and how changes come into our lives and how we deal with them. Most of us don't deal with them very well because we like our status quo. We like things to be, like my aunt says, mundane. She likes mundane and predictable because she doesn't like change. I, on the other hand, actually like change, but like all of us, we like change only if it's of our doing and what we want to have change. So, but all things are supposed to work out for the best, right? All things do. We just don't see it at the time. But change, like I said, is inevitable and we all go through it, but change isn't always welcome. Not all changes turn out the way we want them to, and especially if we were not the instigator of that change. And all change is not good, but for example, like being laid off from your job, that's a change that is not good. How about a divorce? That's a change that's not good. How about changes in your body that cause kind of infections or disease like cancer? That's not good. Yet we can find positive things within these changes, but it may not seem like it. But God gives us some help in the Bible. He tells us that we know all things together for good for those who love him and to those who are called according to his purposes, and that's in Romans 8:28. So if we set our sights on that and think about that as we're going through changes, that would be very helpful. However, it doesn't always happen. As we're in the midst of chaos and in the change, we can't really believe that all these things that are happening are going to be good in the end, in the long run. We can choose to at least consider it, but the best insight comes when we're on the other side of the change, of the chaos, and when things have settled down and things are a little bit less crazy and the changes have all gone through and have happened. Maybe we can go, okay, maybe that was a good thing. So reflecting back on it is always a good thing. So my last 6 months have been a mix of changes that I could have not expected, nor did I want. But because of them, I was forced to make even greater changes in my life that were actually good. And that sometimes happens. One change leads to another. It makes you make decisions on something else that you might not have made decisions on before. Sometimes it forces you to do something that you needed to get done anyway. One thing that was very helpful for me in the process was to realize that changes were going to happen no matter what, and that I needed to let them. I needed to let them happen. And I needed to let go of trying to control them because, let's face it, we all want to control our lives, things in our lives, everything around in our lives. But when changes happen that are not of your doing, it's not something you can take hold of. It's very frustrating. I had to allow myself to trust God and to the details and to take one day at a time. Take it each day as it came. This also meant that I had to let go of some things. I had to let go of things that may cause me more anxiety, things that were going to take time away from me allowing myself to go through the changes successfully. I found myself having peace within the chaos, actually, and all the things that I needed to get done in that time period were completed without any issues. It was pretty amazing when I realized that if I let go of the control and let God deal with it all, it actually turned out really well. For me, now that I have things all settled down and put back together, I can look forward to my future. And in that, I was getting anxious because I had let my business for Unbreak Your Life fall to the wayside so I can get through all some of the craziness. And now I'm excited and anxious about getting back to working on it again and bringing really fresh, good content to all of you. And also wanted to let you know that I'm diligently developing new group workshops for all of you if you're interested. I hope to have that done and up and ready for you guys to register in the next few weeks. So change. Embrace the change. And also in the Bible, James 1, 2 through 3, I'm going to read it. I have it right here. Consider it pure joy whenever you face trials of many kinds, because you know that the testing of your faith develops perseverance. This has to do with change, but it also has to do with something I want to chat with you guys about next Sunday. I'm calling these Sacred Sunday Musings. And next Sunday, we'll talk a little bit more about how change and other testings in our lives can help us with understanding how God can hold us and carry us through. So until then, you guys have a wonderful week. Have a safe rest of your weekend, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.